Was that a lawful request?
Yes.
What law am I breaking by being here?
Filming car park in this car park.
And what law is that? What law is that breaking?
You need to leave.
The exchange begins with a simple question: was that a lawful request? The officer insists yes, but when pressed on what law is being broken, the answer falters. The claim shifts to trespassing, but even that doesn't hold up under scrutiny. In the UK, trespass is a civil matter, not a criminal offense. Police can't order someone to leave simply because they're uncomfortable. The filmer reminds her of this, calmly, firmly. The law doesn't bend to feelings or assumptions, it requires clear legal authority. Unless there's evidence of aggravated trespass or obstruction, the officer has no lawful grounds. Yet, she keeps pressing. It's a textbook example of confidence overshadowing correctness, a reminder that knowing your rights is the strongest defense against overreach.
I can't deal with an officer who's written an offence. I can't deal with that. It's not on my level. It needs to go to a sergeant or higher up or RPS.
Well, so why don't you take the details, report it to a sergeant, but you're quite happy to come and accost me, but you can't deal with matters?
In the reception.
I don't want to go into the reception. I'm quite happy here.
If you want to discuss it, if you want someone to discuss it.
I don't want to discuss it. I've discussed it. I walked away after they left. Walked away. We've left it. That's it. She's followed me and accosted me after we've had that discussion in a public area.
This is the private car park.
Right? Yeah, for vehicles. I walked through a footpath that had no signage, nothing, saying no public access. It says no public right-of-way on the road sign for vehicles. A right-of-way applies to roads, not to pedestrian footpaths.
The filmer points out something ironic. Just minutes earlier, when he reported a police officer committing an offense, no one had the time to deal with it. But now, when he's merely standing with a camera, suddenly there's all the time in the world to confront him. The officer admits that misconduct complaints aren't on her level, they must go to a sergeant or higher. Yet she's perfectly comfortable escalating a non-issue into a confrontation. This double standard cuts to the core of the problem. Accountability only seems to move one way. When the uniform is questioned, defenses rise. But when the public questions the uniform, bureaucracy becomes a shield.
Do you want to go?
Be left alone.
Okay.
Who are you two? Sorry, you've come in and joined the conversation. Sorry?
Police officer.
And what's your name and badge number?
89.
89?
Yep.
DC, PC, DS?
89.
PC, 89. And yourself?
And DC 424.
DC 424. You're both based here? Yeah.
But we're just saying, if you want, we can go over there, but we're just saying, this is a private property, this is a police office.
Okay.
It's private property. Do you want to go back over there? By all means, we can't go and sort out whatever you complain about. But it's having it in our private property, that's going to happen. If you want to go over to the okay, no problem at all, we can go and have a chat over there.
But the foyer is private property as well.
Yeah, but you can gain access.
I can gain access to this one. We've just been through that. We've just been through this. There's nothing for pedestrians.
In the car.
Why not?
Because it's the secure, and it could be, you could vote for security.
Well, it's not secure, is it? If I've just managed to walk in here, it's not secure, is it?
Right.
You say secure, but it's not.
For being on this park, because our concern is
I'm making a video.
the security breach that we're concerned about. So we've
At the center of the issue lies a simple path, a walkway with no gates, no barriers, and no signage. The filmer had walked through an open pedestrian area, one that bore a "no public right-of-way" notice meant for vehicles, not people. In UK law, a right-of-way applies to roads, not footpaths. With no signs restricting pedestrians, the filmer had every reason to believe access was allowed. This principle is called implied right of access, the idea that if an area looks open and welcoming, the public can reasonably assume they're permitted to enter. At worst, it's a civil trespass, a matter for lawyers, not police. The officer's reaction, however, makes it seem criminal, as though presence alone equals—
I'm going to go call number.
I've told you my phone.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. So you're playing slow, so I just want to see your warrant card as well.
So I'm willing to listen to you. We're both willing to listen to you and hear what you have to say.
No, 'cause you're just going to fob me off with the same stuff that the two PCs have.
Private car.
We don't know anything about it. Sorry, not.
Okay. So I'll give you a quick synopsis.
I'm here to. We're not.
If a police so you're a DC, so you're a ranking officer.
We're all the same rank.
You just said DC.
Yeah.
That's detective constable.
Yeah.
Is that not a higher rank than a police constable? Is it not? Okay, it's just a different area. In that case, then I don't want to talk to him. Don't worry. I'll talk to a sergeant if you get me a sergeant.
We've got a fine to say. Gauges for a reason.
Okay. So you see the no entry signs and that one. Like I said, private property, no public right of way. As we discussed, what right of way is, not public access. A right of way is relevant to roads. That's what a right of way is. A public right of way is a public road that people can access with a vehicle.
Yeah.
As you can tell, I'm not in a vehicle.
Right,
I'm not in a vehicle. If it's secure, right? So as you can see there.
I'm not going through it all with you.
Well,
you're going to try and do the whole. Oh, I know this legislation. I know that. I'm not really that fussed. I've just asked you to leave politely.
And I've declined. Yeah.
I just don't really see the point in you being here. Like, I don't know.
Well, I don't see the point in you being here either. But there we go.
Well, this is my job.
Yeah, it's my job. I'm at work.
My workplace.
Yeah, it's my place. This is my place of work right now as well.
Oh, is it?
Hello, sir.
Thank you. See, sensible. The most sensible person so far. You a sergeant?
Yeah, I am. From my
Thank you. Finally. Right. Okay. We'll move away from the PCs.
Are we already standing over there so the cars can move around?
Oh well, the cars can move around. I mean, where's the car going to move? Here. It's fine. We've got plenty of room. We've got plenty of room. I just want to move away from the PCs, to be honest. I want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to them. So if you can come with me and if you want to talk to me away from the others, that's fine.
What I'm saying, sir, is operational police vehicles just moving here.
That's fine. I'm quite conscious of the road. I've managed this.
Have a conversation with you. Can we just do it there?
I've managed this many years.
I'll tell you what. After we finish talking, you want to stand back here for a second? Can we just talk over there?
I'll tell you what.
Try to be difficult.
We can talk on the path here.
My name's Pete. What's your name?
Pete.
Yes.
And your collar number, Pete?
My name's Dia.
As more officers arrive, the argument changes shape again. Now, they claim it's a security concern. The filmer is told he could pose a risk. But security, under the law, isn't a feeling, it's a fact-based measure. If the area were genuinely restricted, it would have gates, barriers, keycard locks, or at least a visible warning sign. Instead, it's wide open, accessible to anyone on foot. That's not a breach by the public, that's poor site management. Security isn't strengthened by harassing the lawful, it's strengthened by designing spaces properly. In this moment, the officer's concern sounds less like protection and more like justification, a way to defend shaky ground.
Witnessed a police constable.
Yes.
Straight away. First thing, as soon as I get here, parked on the roundabout.
Right.
On the double yellows.
Yeah.
Engine on, idling, on his mobile phone.
Right.
So I go and approach.
Yeah.
He winds his window. So I ask him quite bluntly. I say,
when the filmer asks for identification, one of the plainclothed officers introduces herself as DC 424. The filmer clarifies, Detective Constable, right? Isn't that higher than a PC? The answer is evasive. We're all the same rank. It's an odd statement. Titles like Detective Constable don't imply superiority, but they do suggest specialization and experience. The conversation drifts, tension simmering beneath the surface. If that's the case, the filmer says, I'd rather speak to a sergeant. It's a small request, but it reveals something deeper, a desire for accountability. The more he's stonewalled, the more apparent it becomes that hierarchy is being used as a wall, not a ladder.
no, and I'm not, no.
What name would you like me to refer to you? Do you have to give me a name at all?
You can call me Sir, or Power. You can call me Power. Yeah.
Power?
Yeah. So with Power, yeah.
I'll go with Sir. Power just shouldn't. That's what
I didn't think you'd like it, that's why I said it, that's why I gave it as an option, I didn't think you would.
Oh, does that sound right to you?
Mr. Power, that'd
Go with Mr.
Nah, my ego's not that big, don't worry.
Well, you can Power, you can have that one. Basically, mate, you are absolutely entitled to film any vehicles you want around here.
Yep.
Not a problem. If officers want to speak to officers, that's not an issue.
Yep.
The thing I'd say is this area
Yep.
of the car is a private car park.
It is, yep.
So if you wanted to literally step on that pavement there and film my officers, film the cars, there's not an issue whatsoever.
So, yeah, that's fine, I appreciate that,
Problem.
So, the discussion I was trying to have with them, or trying to tell them, right, so they're saying it's secure, it's restricted, you got the gates and all that, I said, and that sign up there says private property, no public right-of-way. A right-of-way is a public road, right, it's not a public pavement, a right-of-way is...
This is a private...
yes, okay, but I'm getting to that bit, okay, bear with me. So, yes, it's private, but in a private on premises, you can still have a public area. Public area does not define whether it's public property or not.
A public area.
Okay, so
to check.
So as I've walked up towards the reception area, and then I've literally walked through here.
Yeah.
No signage for pedestrians saying private property, no public access. That would be the truth.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, it is private property. Until I was asked to leave.
Yeah.
It's publicly accessible. It's still public area. It's still a public area. It's still publicly accessible. The only thing is, you have the right to repeal that implied right of access.
Yes, and you know what? Don't disagree with anything you've just said there.
Yeah.
No problem. I agree the signage should be better here.
Yeah.
But equally, you're here to do an audit. I'm guessing that's your role.
Well done.
To do that, yes.
Then enters Detective Sergeant Pete McGill, and instantly, the mood changes. Calm, professional, composed, He doesn't bark orders or repeat slogans. He listens. He evaluates. He acknowledges that the signage could be clearer and takes the time to separate civil matters from criminal ones. For the first time in the entire encounter, reason replaces reaction. McGill doesn't surrender authority, he earns it. His approach shows that policing isn't just about enforcing law, it's about embodying it. Respect in tone, clarity in words, and patience in action. One steady conversation does what 3 confrontations could not, it rebuilds trust.